Hello students, in this class we will cover chapter 2 class 6 of geography, globe, latitudes and longitudes. So we will first start with the meaning and basics of latitude and longitude. Basically latitudes and longitudes are the units that represent the coordinate at the geographic coordinate system. Now you will ask, what is geographic coordinate system? So it is a coordinate system that enables every location on earth to be specified by a set of numbers, letters or symbols. And the basic difference between latitude and longitude is that the latitude determines the distance of north and south of the equator, whereas longitude determines the distance of a point east and west directions. Now for example, if you take a look at the diagram of this globe, you can say that lines run through east west are known as lines of longitude, while the lines run through north south are called lines of latitude. As of now, you have understood the basic meaning of latitudes and longitudes. Now let's start with the text of this chapter. In the previous chapter, you have read that a planet Earth is not a sphere. We all know that Earth is not sphere. Its shape is like a geoid, which means Earth-like shape. It is slightly flattened at the north and the south poles and bulge in the middle, north and south poles. It is slightly flattened and bulge at the middle, this part. Globes may be of varying size and type, big ones which cannot be carried easily, small pocket globes, and globes like balloons which can be inflated and are handy and carried with ease. Now look at this globe. We can say that these are of different size, big, small, carried easily, small pocket size globes, etc. The globe is not fixed. It can be rotated the same way as a top spin or a potter's wheel is rotated. As you can see in this picture, there is a needle fixed through this globe which is known as axis. 2 points on the globe through which the needle passes are two poles, north pole and south pole. Looking at the globe, this point and this point, these are called north and south pole. The globe can be moved around this needle from west to east just as the earth moves. But remember, there is a major difference. The real earth has no such needle. It moves around its axis, which is an imaginary line. Another imaginary line running on this globe divides it into two equal parts. This line is known as the equator. For example, जैसे कि हम देख रहे हैं इस ग्लोब में यहाँ पे एक लाइन होती है जिसे हम इक्वेटर कहते हैं. ये जो लाइन है ग्लोब को टू इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर देती है. The northern half part is known as northern hemisphere and the southern part is known as southern hemisphere. They are both equal halves. Therefore, the equator is an imaginary circular line and is a very important reference point to locate places on the earth. All parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are known as poles of latitudes. These lines are known as poles of latitude. Coming to the part, latitudes are measured in degrees. The equator represents the 0 degree latitude. This equator here represents the 0 degree latitude. Since the distance from the equator to either of the poles is 1/4 of a circle round the earth, it will measure 360 degrees, that is 90. And यहाँ इस इक्वेटर से नॉर्थ पोल तक का डिफरेंस जो है वो 1/4 है. सो वी कैन से दैट कि सर्कल जो है 360 डिग्री का होता है एंड 360 का 1/4 इज़ 90 डिग्री. सो 90 degrees north latitude marks the north pole and 90 degrees south latitude marks the south pole. Parallax north of the equator are called north latitude. Similarly, all parallax south of the equator are called south latitude. The value of each latitude is therefore followed by either the word north or south. Generally, this is indicated by the letter N or S. Coming to the next important point in this chapter, important parallels of latitude. As we can see in this diagram, we can say that the north pole and south pole, besides the equator, the north pole and the south pole, there are four important parallels of latitude. Number one is Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere, Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere, Arctic Circle at 66 degrees north of the equator, and Antarctic Circle at 66 degrees south of equator. Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, and Antarctic Circle. These are the important latitudes. Coming to the next important topic. Heat zones of the Earth. Based on heat received from sun, the Earth is divided into three heat zones. Number one, torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Reading from the text. The midday sun is exactly overhead at least once a year on all latitudes in between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This area therefore receives the maximum heat and is called the torrid zone. The midday sun never shines overhead on any latitude beyond the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. The angle of the sun rays goes on decreasing towards the pole. Have moderate temperatures. So in short, I will tell you the meaning of torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Torrid zone is a zone which receives maximum heat. Temperate zone is a zone which has moderate temperature, and frigid zone has cold climate as sun rays are always slanting. Areas lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere are very cold. It is because here the sun does not rise much above the horizon. Therefore, its rays are always slanting and provide less heat. These are therefore called frigid zone. Coming to the next important point, longitudes. Longitudes are also important to fix the position of a place. We have read that latitude is an imaginary line which runs north-south. To determine the distance, we also need longitude. To fix the position of a place, it is necessary to know something more than the latitude of that place. You can see, for example, that Tonga Islands and Mauritius Islands are situated on the same latitude. Now, in order to locate them precisely, we must find out how far east or west these places are from a given line. These lines of references are called meridians of longitude. In short, we can say that longitude is used for measuring time. You will ask what is meridians of longitude, so I am here to explain meridians of longitude. Meridians of longitude is a line which runs from north south. Unlike parallel of latitude, the meridian of longitude intersect at north and south poles. And the distance between them are measured in degrees of longitude. Each degree is further divided into minutes and minutes into seconds. They are semicircles and the distance between them decreases steadily polewards until it becomes zero at the poles where all the meridians meet. सो कमिंग टू दिस डायग्राम, हम देख सकते हैं कि ये जो लाइंस हैं यहाँ पे, these are called meridians of longitudes. These are used for measuring time which run, and these intersect at the north-south poles. Coming further, unlike parallels of latitude, all meridians are of equal length. Thus, it was difficult to number the meridians. Hence, all countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. This meridian is called the prime meridian. Its value is 0 degree longitude, and from it we count 180 degree eastward as well as 180 degree westward. The prime meridian and 180 degree meridian divide the earth into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Therefore, the longitude of a place is followed by the letter E for the east and W for the west. It is, however, interesting to note that 180 degree east and 180 degree west meridians are on the same line. Now look at the grid of the parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. You can locate any point on the globe very easily if you know its latitude and longitude. To understand this clearly, draw equidistant vertical and horizontal lines on a paper. Label the vertical rows with numbers and horizontal rows with letters. Draw some circles randomly on points where these horizontal and vertical lines intersect each other. Name these small circles as A, B, C, D and E. Let vertical lines represent east longitudes and horizontal lines as north latitudes, east latitudes and north latitudes. Now you will see that circle A is located on B degree and latitude and 1 degree E latitude. We can find out the location of other circles also. Now this is a time zone of the world. हम इसे आगे पढ़ लेंगे. इसके बाद हम आएंगे longitude and time पे. The best means of measuring time is by the movement of Earth, the moon and the planets. The sun regularly rises and sets every day, and naturally it is the best timekeeper throughout the world. Local time can be reckoned by the shadow cast by the sun, which is the shortest at noon and longest at sunrise and sunset. When the prime meridian of Greenwich has the sun at the highest point in the sky, all the places in this meridian will have midday or noon. जैसे जैसे as the earth rotates from west to east, those places east of Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich time and those to the west will be behind it. The rate of difference can be calculated as follows. The earth rotates 360 degree in about 24 hours, which means 15 degree an hour of 1 degree in 4 minutes. Basically, longitude is also used to calculate the time of the place we are living. At any place, a watch can be adjusted to read 12 o'clock when the sun is at the highest point in the sky when it is midday. The time shown by such a watch will give the local time for that place. You can see that all the places on a given meridian of longitude have the same local time. Coming to the last topic of this chapter, why do we have standard time? The local time of places which are on different meridians are bound to differ. For example, it will be difficult to prepare a timetable for trains which cross across the several longitudes. The time of a place depends upon longitude that passes through it. Standard time in each country varies as time of central meridian passes through that country. The standard meridian of India is 82.5 degree east longitude, which passes through Allahabad. The local time at this meridian is taken as the standard time for the whole country. It is known as the Indian Standard Time. We can say that this is the standard meridian, and the standard meridian of India is 82.5 degree east, which passes through Allahabad. So that's why we have, there is an example which is not very important, and this is all about this chapter, the globe latitudes and longitudes. Students, for more videos, like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.